The American Bird Conservancy says that annually 2.4 billion bird species are killed. Similarly, Tim Daughtry says that every year 87 bird species, 45 mammal species, and 10 reptile species are put into extinction due to an invasive species. This invasive species can survive anywhere worldwide. It can survive in the cold, in the tropics, and is introduced to islands with no natural predators like Hawaii. Those species are wreaking havoc on the environment. Here in Florida, there is an FWC, which is Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation, and there are invasive laws put into place, usually for reptiles, and it is said that the person must be permitted to have them, the animal must be pit tagged, and there must be proper enclosure. So there must be one inside and one outside if you want to keep your animal outside. In this case, the animal must be properly kept outside if that's what you would want to do. So you have to come in and inspect your house and see that everything is properly taken care of and that everything is up to par with their laws. The animal that this is the domesticated cat. Cats are incredibly invasive and destroy our ecosystem. They kill native animals here like birds, different reptiles like snakes, and it's everywhere. In Indonesia, they're killing multiple native snakes every day. Here, I say that because they are an invasive species, that they should be treated as such and should go along with our other invasive laws. There are safe ways for your cat to go outside if that's what you would wish. So you can do a catio, which is enclosing part of your house outside. So if you have a patio, you can create a little area where they cannot go outside. You have to make sure and test the boundaries, see if they can squeeze out. That way so that they could still get natural sunlight and smell the world around them and still be introduced to it, but in a safe way. Cons of them being outside, besides, destroying our environment and killing our native wildlife, is that it isn't introducing your pet to parasites. So either they get worms from that, they get fleas, they get different bugs biting on them, and that is not good for their health. They can be hit by cars, so you have that you are introducing them to, and that is a hefty vet bill. Hunting drive. You are feeding into that hunting drive whenever you're playing with them with a little stick at the end with a toy. That is introducing them to go and kill things. That is making them want to kill birds and everything else. And usually they don't even eat it because you're feeding them whenever they come home. So they're just killing for fun, killing for sport, not even eating it usually. Barn cats. A lot of people have barn cats if they have barns, and that's to kill rats. But they're not just killing rats. They're killing the insects there that are keeping the plants in control. They are feeding other birds, the insects, or they'll kill birds. So we have different birds here that come and roost in barns, and it scares them away, and they don't have shelter for them to stay in. Also, feral cat populations are a huge issue. Cats multiply very quickly. Very quickly. They sexually mature 8 months old very quickly. So there is a sort of organization that goes through. It's usually through vet offices that do trap, neuter, and release. So basically what happens, they go to a feral cat population, trap all the animals, and then spay them, give them shots, and then release them back in. So that's somewhat controlling the population. Eventually, the population will die down, but that is completely depending on humans not releasing more cats into the population that aren't spayed or neutered. So just a never-ending cycle. So keep your cats inside. Do the responsible thing. It's not that hard to keep your cats inside and do the proper thing with catios. Yes, do your part.